Well, hello. It's ThursdAGE, which around these parts means ThursdAGE, which is the weekly program that happens on Thursdays, hence the name, all about the adventure game engine. What's the adventure game engine, you ask? What isn't it is the real question. Of course, the adventure game engine is the engine that powers games like The Expanse, or Blue Rose, or Modern Age, Fantasy Age.
I know that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Dragon Age.
Ooh, I love that one.
How about what do you think about the 5th season?
Ooh, yeah.
Did I say Blue Rose?
Yes, but you didn't say Cthulhu Awakens.
Oh, Cthulhu Awakens, how very dare. Thank you, Stormer. Thank you for that. It is also on this day, some tens of years ago, I was born.
It is true. Happy birthday, Troy.
Yeah. Yes.
At least 20 years ago.
At least.
Yeah.
At least. But this
Our
is the last
young
show.
disembodied whippersnapper.
I know. I was just a young disembodied soul. I love everybody. Oh, Sage. That's true. That's true.
That's true.
Sage. We forgot Sage.
Yeah.
True.
Sage is a good call. But it is the last show of the year.
Oh no.
Yeah. We're going into 2026, like it or not. And we've got Transport Union Edition news, as in it's available right now. PDF for you. We'll talk about that a little bit. Of course, I've got my very, very good friends Duke and Rainer here, and we are going to talk about the Maw.
The Maw.
The Maw. And I've got a little surprise. But before I get into it, I want to talk a little bit about holiday magic. You know, we in the Green Ronin online store have for you the gift of more. All you have to do is take $70 and you put it in the money hole, and out will come $100. Magically, you'll get $30. Yeah, you'll get 30 extra bucks on this holiday magic gift card. And let's say you want to dabble in a little bit of a smaller amount. $35 turns into $50. It is a screaming deal. I mean, you might as well just be printing money. You just might as well just have the print press running, and the more money you put in, the more money you get. It's just it shouldn't be legal, but it is. And in addition to it being a wonderful way to support your friends here at Green Ronin, it is also a great gift that you can just email somebody, because these are digital gift cards. You can send, you put in their email address and it whisks away to them via Shopify store magic. And then they can come back to the Green Ronin store and buy anything. They're essentially... It's amazing. It is kind of amazing. It counts for merch. It counts for PDFs. It counts for all kinds of stuff. So you could go in and just deck yourself. You buy yourself a pair of Johnny Rocket socks, or you could pick up a Blue Rose Sherpa blanket. It's beautiful. It's cozy. You could maybe avail yourself of the forthcoming Mutants and Master mugs.
What a pun.
I love it.
I love good puns.
Yeah. I mean, they're good for the spirit. In addition, we will be there's going to be some Fantasy Age, Modern Age, Cthulhu Awakens stickers.
Mm.
And who doesn't love a sticker? They're just so sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope there are tentacles involved.
I don't think there is, but there ought to be now that you mention it. So I might go ahead and do that for us. But there's that is a great way to, again, like I said, a great way to support us is by picking up these gift cards for a dear friend of yours or yourself. Treat yourself. You worked really hard this year. I think you deserve a little gift from you and a little gift from us too, which makes it one big gift. And so go do that and do it now and do it to many times. And we will thank you for it. Let's see. Michael in chat says for its photo shoot, did it pose for a mugshot? Yes, indeed. Indubitably. Now, I only told Duke about this. This is a little bit of a surprise. It's Tempo. I don't think it's the surprise you're hoping it is, but it is a surprise. So, I'm a busy boy. Even disembodied, I've got my fingers in lots of different pots, if you will. And one of those pots is I facilitate a weekly meeting of Patreon creators, and they're just wonderful, lovely people in the TTRPG space. So there are people who do paper minis. There are people who do all kinds of stuff. You name it. If there's a thing to be done, whether it's maps or materials to help you organize, and it's just a great group. We've been meeting now for, we're going into our 4th year now. And one of those folks is my dear friend, Dizzy the Bard, who's a pretty amazing composer. And I commissioned Dizzy. I just had a bunch of soup and I'm trying really hard not to burp into the microphone like some kind of monster. So if you hear me suddenly mute myself, it's because I'm doing it for your own safety.
If it helps you, I can burp for you if you want to. I mean,
I really need
I will take this embarrassment upon myself.
Less burping is what I'm going for, not more. But
okay.
So I commissioned Dizzy to create a brand new theme song for ThursdAGE. Now I say there's no words, it's not a sing-along.
It's music.
It's music. That's exactly right. It's lovely music. And so I'm going to play it. I've got 2 tracks and I would like to get people's thoughts on it. And so I'm going to have us be real quiet when we do this because sometimes when you play music straight out of Restream, it gets a little quirky. So this first track is called Act My Age. Okay? Here we go. Okay, sorry for the abrupt ending, but so there's that. I like it. It's got some funk. It's really and I like it. I like it a lot. Now the second one,
it's interesting.
It is interesting, yeah, and it's I could catch that vibe as we're kind of opening the show, and there'll be some stingers and stuff kind of pulled from it, and a looping a track and all of that. Now, here's the second one that's called Age Before Beauty, which is a rude name for my birth, on the day of my birth. But let me play this, and then let's dialogue. Here we go. And that's the second one.
Okay, I totally had like Lisa Simpson's vibes in
Okay, I can see
with
that.
with her sax that's just going wild. It's interesting. But at first, I think I liked the first one better, but then the second one got into a groove where I was like, oh yeah, that's scary. That I love that now.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see. Chad will be a little bit behind us as they're listening and learning. But I listened to the first one and I liked it. It was a little different, and it was I like a bit of compete with Troy's vocals in the end.
I thought about Daft Punk, but not one like one of the quieter tracks on their last album. I think that kind of got the vibe of the first one. I think a little bit.
Yeah,
that was kind of interesting.
The first one to me felt very distinct, different than the current theme, but I liked it. But then I heard the second one, and you know what it reminded me a little bit of? The second one is a bit more lively. I love that. Hey Jeremiah, we were just listening to we're making a decision about a brand new track for the show, and we just played 1 and 2, so you might want to listen and then pop back over for the discussion if you like. They're very short little snippets, but the second one reminded me of Dropout has a show called Make Some Noise.
Good choice.
Yeah,
right.
I love it, and
I hear it.
Yeah, and it's got that vibe, but it's not directly copying them, but it has that sort of, they have the distinct animations of the little kind of, I don't know, people that are kind of, their mouths are moving with the instrumentals and stuff, and it really felt like that in a big way, but it did feel kind of like game showy, which is an aesthetic that I kind of like. Yeah, let's see.
Stormer had it pretty good. Like he says, I feel like A is for a chill hangout session and B is for our average ThursdAGE. So if the first one like became the theme for Tanked with Troy, and the second one became the theme for ThursdAGE, that would be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool, I think. Yeah, and they're certainly distinctly different, because I always debate whether or not I want to have a agreed. Stormer says it's never a bad thing to be compared to Dropout. Are they just the coolest thing happening in media right now? I mean, they're the fun and entertaining people. They're on the right side of the of the politics of the world. Sam Reich is just a charmer and hilarious, and you can tell he's just having the time of his life, hanging out. And then of course you get to see people like what's her face, Lisa, the blonde one. Lisa, she's hilarious. Oh my gosh, no, what is her name? I gotta find it out now. But anyway,
You're not thinking about Siobhan, are you?
No, it's Lisa Gilroy.
She is hilarious, but
Lisa Gilroy.
Okay.
And then I also like Vic. They're awesome. I love and then Brennan Lee Mulligan is you don't know it, but my husband. And
now I'm jealous.
Oh, there's a lot of people who are going to fight you on that, Troy. Be very careful about that hill.
And they've already lost. But yeah, no, he is. Yes, right, Michael. Yeah, when I say the right side, I mean not the wrong side. Yeah. So anyway, it does have some of that vibe, which I thought was kind of fun, and also, whenever the theme songs are playing, I kind of have this vibe that I'm, like I get into this mode where I'm talking about something that we're doing, and I feel kind of announcery, and that really brings it out. The second one.
My suggestion, if we are allowed to do this, use the first one to open the show and the second one to close the show.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
If
Now, so that is definitely an option, but I've only paid for one. So
Gotcha. That was going to be
yeah,
my next question. In
yeah.
which case, I think
But
a lot of us are definitely feeling that second one.
yeah, I think so too. And but I'll talk with Dizzy. But listen, Dizzy is a bard of the people. Dizzy is
Mm.
phenomenal human being, and just getting to know him over the past 4 years has been. It's just a delight. Just a really great guy. Very, very smart, but also just very good at what he does. And so, what I would encourage you, what I'd ask you to do. Okay, I could do that. Okay, so there's a question on the floor saying, "Play them both again," says Michael in chat, in reverse order. And I could give it another spin. Why not? So I'll play them in reverse order. So I'll play Age Before Beauty first. Here we go. Nope. Yep. Sorry.
boom,
I love that. Yeah.
boom, boom. That's really good.
Ooh, I did just hear that bass line.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great.
I love it more now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also just
Yeah.
artistically, when I'm listening to it, I think of how different each of the age games are, but
Mhm.
related. And it just feels like all the little bits and pieces, all the different, titles, weaving their way through the song, with different kind of vibes and feels and, tempos. And then that bass comes in and it's just really, yeah. Okay. So
Mhm.
here is the first one, which we're doing last. Now, what I love about that is that it's got a very positive, upbeat sort of. It is a little slower, a little chill, but it's got a kind of warmth and a welcoming kind of buzz to it.
Yeah,
That is, it
definitely.
feels very positive, and both of
Feels
them do.
like that. It feels like that first sip of coffee.
It does kind of, doesn't it? It does. It's sort of it's the promise of something. It's very uplifting. But it's fun and it's got
It's chill and cozy.
it's chill and cozy, but still not. It's not sleepy. It's not, and I'll say this, our current theme song, which I like, it's there's some discordant notes in it that sort of at first I thought, oh, that's kind of fun, little sort of tweaking the bean a little bit about, a little bit of a, I guess, a practical joke almost, or but it's really grating on me. So I had to I had to commission. Plus, the other thing too is, though we have the license for it, we get dinged all the time on YouTube, and it throws off all of our stuff. And I have to go in and go through like this 40-step process of saying, yes, this too is ours. Yes, over and over again. And so
Mhm.
having our own sort of bespoke theme song is great. And both of them, I could see us putting some words together for it. Little some uh, lyrics of some kind that
Oh,
yeah, yeah. So we'll have to anyway. So let's see what chat says. Let's see. Conflux visitor says, I personally love number one, but two does feel better for the show. Yeah, yeah, it's got that vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Age
Um,
Before
Also,
Beauty.
number one
like-
being a good outro music is also interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So that it does feel like a friendly send off.
Yeah.
Age Before Beauty has the vibe for ThursdAGE, like Cowboy Bebop, by way of Soul Train. Yeah. I will say though, the other one stands out as different. It sure does. It really does. And I've got an aesthetic that is, it's sort of. I mean, you've all heard the Mutants Masterminds music. I mean, it is
Mm.
it is like, I'll play it real quick. Just a little snippet of it. It is literally pulled. It could have been pulled right out of my brain.
Ha!
It just kind of evokes sort of the retro future salesman talking about it now. I can just absolutely vibe it. But so that's a lock, and they'll have to pry that out of my cold dead
It's-
hand.
The funny thing about that piece, it sounds like perfectly like one of the music tracks from, and now I'm getting real old, Shining Force CD.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
Shining Force was a tactical JRPG in the 90s that was on the Mega Drive from Sega and the Mega CD. And the Sega CD had like actual audio tracks because it was a CD on there on top of the music. And one of the tracks sounds amazingly like exactly that piece. It's very interesting, super cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's got that sort of you might see it. People talk about the waiting room, or it's the waiting room for hell, or elevator music. But it's yeah,
Yes.
that's right. It's definitely mid-century modern. That's my aesthetic for sure, and such a good fit for Mumamo. Absolutely a fantastic fit. But okay, friends. Well, there you go. There's a little holiday thinking for you to do. Have we talked about what am I doing? Let me try to share the screen real quick. Oh, hey, do me a favor, friends. Really, such a fan of our buddy Dizzy the Bard. If you are somebody who is looking for some music, or someone who will, I can't give you a higher recommendation for a lovelier person. And you can head on over to Dizzy's SoundCloud by checking out that QR code right there. It'll take you over to his library of promos and stuff. He's done a lot of great stuff. I think he did some stuff for. He's just prolific. And so yeah, I highly recommend, and at the very least encourage everybody to give Dizzy a follow if you're a SoundCloud person. But yeah, go over there and check them out, and give their music a listen and a thumbs up and all that good stuff. You know how that helps. You know how the algorithm is in its creepy ways. You can help it. We can uncreepify it together. Let's look at this real quick.
Oh my god, it's me.
It's you.
Oh no, don't look at me. I'm hideous.
I'm a monster. We lose. Where are you, Ren?
I'm supposed to be. Oop,
There you are.
might just get.
There you are.
I'm kind of here. I'm.
Today it's.
I'm a little.
Oh.
I'm a little disembodied today. My camera is very not cooperative, but
No worries. But I'll tell you, I know the feels.
I'm lost in the void here, as you can see.
Where
Disembodied
did
Troy.
Let's see here. Stop and then start again. Jump scare. Hey, thank you, Michael in chat. Thank you for the kind words on this day of my birth.
This one. Hello.
I feel very birthday-y. It's been a lovely day so far. No
You have
complaints.
aged well.
Thank you so much. I feel like the key to aging is always acting like an absolute child.
Yes. That's
Keeps
how
you
I did
young.
it the last 46 years. So,
Okay, so oh yeah, I didn't even pause to say, thank you both for joining, and we're going to talk about the Ma a little bit later. But I wanted to also say congratulations on parenthood, and I'm super stoked, and I'm presuming everything is just bedlam for you, turned upside down.
It's a very quiet kind of bedlam, except at 12:30, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. when baby is just having a real rough time.
Yeah.
But we should just try to remember that she's having probably a harder time than we are because she has no idea what's going on here.
Right. And sometimes though, when you look at, here, friends, I want to drop this link. The Transport Union Edition link is in chat. But sometimes though, when those little babies, first greet the world, they kind of look like tiny old people.
They do.
And they look like, sometimes they'll get a look on your face and like, do you know what's happening? Because it seems like you might. Always interesting and fun, and so such an ordeal, and also beautiful, and also terrifying, and all of that, and you
For
start
sure.
to So congratulations.
it's
Go ahead.
yeah. I was just saying it's really interesting and great because you have this little creature, and everything that's happening is the first time for them. Like,
Yes.
also,
Mhm.
it's everything that's happening is the best and also the worst thing that ever happened to them. So
All at once.
it's all at
true.
once. It's super weird. So it's totally understandable that they're kind of
Mhm.
cranky and erratic at times. I would be
You know-
too. And I
my
was.
favorite way to describe it was probably just like one of the really early experiences I had where I'm working on maybe 3 hours of sleep and she's woken up again and I've got it on the changing table and I'm bleary. I'm kind of hungry. My spouse is trying to pump breast milk and I'm just looking at her and she just gives me the biggest smile. And suddenly it's all easy. Suddenly
Right.
it's easy. Like none of
Yeah.
that stuff's hard anymore.
Yeah.
So lovely.
Remarkable
I
and
don't know
lovely.
how
Absolutely.
I don't know how she does this to me, but
And it is,
I love her.
those tiny babies are ensorceling in the best way. And
Mhm.
anyway, so I'm congratulations, and it's very
Thank you.
exciting, and it's all the things, and I just know you are a absolutely wonderful parent. I'm
Oh, thank you.
very much looking forward to updates and hearing all of the things that, the other thing that's interesting too is how quickly they learn the things.
For sure.
I mean, like, at first they're just like this little sort of saggy old person who's joined the world with no understanding. They can't walk. They can only scream and poop, and then they're running around, being little smartasses, and
Mhm. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so it'll be
The sooner they
fun.
talk, the sooner they talk back.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's the other thing too. Now, did you know that you can teach your kids sign language before they can speak?
Yeah, we're we're trying. Her eyes are all over the place, so getting her to like look directly at us is a bit of a trick,
Sure.
but we're at least trying to teach her like the one for eat.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Lovelinator, good to see you, friend. Anyway, so yes, lovely time. Can't wait for the updates. But we also can't wait for the Expanse because it's already here. The Expanse role playing game, Transport Union Edition, for $30 in the Green Ronin online store, and Drive Through
Grab
RPG.
it. Grab it
Grab
now.
it.
Yeah,
Grab
get
2.
it.
Grab 3. Hey, look at this journal. What?
Your friends are gonna need a
Please.
copy.
Look at that. Very cool. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Let me take a spin through the store real quick because I want to. Anyway, yeah. So I've dropped the link in chat. Head on over, pick up your copy. If you're a Drive Through RPG person, you can do that there as well in our Green Ronin store, hosted by Drive Through RPG, our pals and partners. And that's beautiful. Now, we've got the patches are in. Look at this. That's a
Ooh.
notebook? Lovely.
Oh,
dig
that's
I want
that.
all of this.
That's
I want the
really
notebook.
great. Look at this.
I want the patch.
Very cool.
I want a
Back in
shirt.
stock, the Coffee Ronin, the redemption of the Starbucks logo.
I
Mhm.
had that shirt a while ago, but I wore the poor thing out. I need a new one.
You know, one of
Oh,
our
no.
friends, RC Weiler, came to met him. I think it was 3 years ago at Gen Con. He had the original, and his was just tattered. It was just absolutely tattered. But let's see what else we've got here.
Well loved.
Oh, look at these ornaments.
Aw,
Nice.
Beautiful. Now, this is the vinyl sticker. This is the ornament. Of course, we have
Where'd you
City
want
of the
that
Serpent
sticker?
Queen.
Ooh.
Oh, look at these. Holiday
Mm.
Magic.
Awesome. Devious has arrived.
Hey, Devious. Glad you have arrived.
Hey.
Look at these. I want to make sure. I want to see if they're here, and they might not be up yet. Those
The
dreaded
mug.
Johnny Rocket socks. That's what I need.
I thought I saw them. I think you went past them.
That was so.
Yeah, I think that was
there's some blue rose socks for sure. Those
Oh,
are new.
really?
Those are new. Cozy as cozy could be. I like these water bottles. Right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, no, those are blue
look at that.
rose. Oh, those are blue rose socks.
Yeah, beautiful
Also
blue rose
pretty.
socks. Yeah,
Oh, those
very,
are
very
lovely.
pretty. Very, very comfortable. And your feet
Careful.
will smell like
They'll-
blue roses.
They'll make you gay,
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
just
They,
like Blue
they will
Rose.
make you gay. You
Make
wear
you gay
them,
and do crime.
boom.
Yeah.
Just guys for the rest of your life. Or
Yeah.
gals, depending on your...
Or yeah,
You know.
whatever your flavor is. We support it and we'll,
Sorry,
foment
everybody's hot now that you got these socks on.
it. That's right.
Oops.
Thank you, Devious. Jeremiah, you sound like me. I have got a oh dang it, I clipped the wrong one. Sorry. Thank you, Devious, for singing or happy birthday to me. I appreciate it. But I've got an obsession with notebooks and good pens. I have more notebooks than I have notes to note in them, and just a disgusting array of radical pens. Just so awesome. I think it has a little bit of, for me personally, it sort of hits me in the ADHD spot. I think
Mhm.
sure feels like it anyway. Oops, we want to go here and stop sharing. There we go. Yeah, head on over to the Green Onion online store and pick up some good stuff. And I like this, the community goblin. And what I've been looking for, I don't know if folks remember this, but last year I released the Adventure Gravy engine. Do you remember that?
Oh no!
I'm gonna have to find it. I don't know what I did with it. I've been,
Please do.
I've got a hard drive that kind of pooped out on me, and so it might be there somewhere. Great googly moogly, late to the Troy's Big Bash. You are right on time, friend. Right on time. Thank you, Tempo. Thank you very much. Also, just as a reminder, we'll be able to hang out tonight. We'll be getting tanked with Troy, and it's going to be a shorter one because I've got dinner with family.
You
So
got
I'll
B-Day dinner.
Yes, my B-Day dinner, and then I'm going out to meet some friends at a local pub, and who knows what tomorrow will bring? Likely trouble.
Headaches, probably.
At least a headache. Yeah. So let's see. We've talked about a lot of stuff. Oh, you know what? I know what else I've got. I almost forgot about this, but when we do things, they come in, 12s. We are. I shouldn't be. I'm so obsessed. I jumped into Slack and then I see I have 4 messages and I was like, oops, better answer them or maybe not.
Check your Slack while we're on stream. It's no problem. Just
yeah,
fine.
I'll be able to focus.
It's
I'll be able
okay.
to zero in, right? We have got some updates in the world of VTT. And that would be stuff like talking real slow so that I can find what it is that I need. And
You got two folks here. We can vamp for you if we need.
yeah,
we need
vamp
to.
for me, would you? Would you vamp for me?
I'm really sad that
we'll
my
just-
camera's not working because I can't show off my Dragon Age the Veilguard mug that I got today.
Ooh.
I want to see that. I'm so sad. Can you screen
Yeah.
share a photo
I
of
took a
that?
Here, I think I did take a photo. I will send it in the Discord. I'll send it in the stream. Should I send it in the stream preparations? Is that a bad place to put it? I don't know. I
I
think
mean,
it's
you
fine.
could. I think you could. So
If the
Troy can
moderators
decide
don't
if-
like it, they can just take it off. There we go.
Oh. Let's see.
Okay. I snuck it into the Discord. I've got another one. This one's for the tavern in Dragon Age the Veilguard called the Cobbled Swan.
Ooh.
Cobbled swan.
Which is why the swan has shoes on.
The swan.
I
The swan.
see. Yes,
That's
yes.
honestly, it's honestly a lovely stoneware mug. I love. I don't know what it is, but mugs. I enjoy collecting mugs.
I'm a fan of mugs too. I really am. They're perfect and utilitarian, and also just they can represent some fun.
Yeah. I also
Fun
got the one for Dragon Age Inquisition for the tavern in Skyhold called the Herald's Rest.
Nice.
Got Our Lady Andraste carrying the herald. So it's the fun religious undertones with some folks who are just trying to make the world not break again.
Right. All right, I'm
Always
dropping
good.
the first information. We have in the Roll20 marketplace. It's the City of the Serpent Queen, $5.99, and it has the new character sheet and supports map pins.
Ooh, very good.
Nice.
Yeah, we have 3 titles that are using the new sheet and the new map pin feature. Thank you, Stan. Stan wishing me a happy birthday. Set sail Breakwater Bay. We have the Menace of the Gravy Warrens. And
Here I am.
oh, okay. I was like, what? Someone has joined. Are you
Oh, what did it do? Oh no. Oh, here, I'll I'll tell
oh
it
no,
to
it's
stop
screen
if
share.
I'm
It's a screen share. No,
if I'm screwing stuff up, I can.
No, you're not. You're not. I just said when I saw your face, I thought, oh no, we've lost them. We've lost them. They're back.
Here, I'll
do
I'll
the. Yeah, you can do the screen share again.
Here we go. Boop. That's me for the stream. Just imagine
There
my mouth
you
is
go.
moving.
Hey,
There you
I
go.
love those. Those are like artisan crafter. Yeah, that's solid.
yeah.
That's. I mean, you might be in tankard class.
It's a pretty big mug.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and I do love a
I
big.
want it.
Yeah, I want that one.
They had a Dragon Age
Exactly
Day sale in the
that one.
BioWare store, so I went ahead and snagged one.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, so
That's so cool.
just to round out our conversation real quick, Lair of the Horned God,
Ooh, yes.
also supporting the new character sheets and the map pins. So get into it. And what did I see? Yeah, didn't Shadowcat did something, updated some things, which is great. I updated all characters to all on Roll20. Updated the characters to all on Roll20. Okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I am simple and easily confused. So there's that. And let me see, am I missing anything else? We've talked about all kinds of good stuff.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Yes.
if when you're getting all of this great new VTT action and have the new sheet and everything, if you run into trouble with any of them, come to the Discord and talk to Jonesy. He will help you with all of these things when time lets him. But so don't feel sad if something is strange. We got you covered.
Yeah, that's right. And you something strange will happen. Just that's
Always,
the
there's
worst.
always strange things happening. It's technology. What
Do
are
we
you
not have? Is
expecting?
Dragon Age not on Roll20?
Dragon Age is on the original community sheet that was made. There's not an official one.
But is there a But Dragon Age, our game, like, have we rolled into?
I don't think so.
Interesting. We'll have to look into what that's about, because people do love the Dragon Age, and
They do.
and and
I
why
don't know if
wouldn't
you, I don't know if you folks saw, but they ran the adventure I wrote for the zine in
I
2024
heard about
for this
that.
year.
Fun.
I should have given them a shorter version because they only had 3 hours to run it, and that's like a 4-level dungeon. I felt real bad that it was such a big adventure they had to squeeze into that little time. But they made it work.
That's great. That's awesome. And so that was for Dragon Age Day
That was,
in
yes.
2024, you say?
Well, the zine was from last year. I was going
Yeah.
to make another one this year, but then child happened.
You
So
know,
When
a lot of
child
stuff.
happened.
baby's gonna baby.
Now that Harper's here, a lot of stuff got put on hold. But next year, once she's a little bit more independent, then I'm hoping I've got a lot of things I want to do next year.
That kid is gonna grow up a creative monster. Like, just a
Oh man.
storytelling, story writing, adventure having. Yeah, all of
I've
fire.
already started creating backstories for several of her stuffies.
I love that. I really do. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got to catch you up on some stuff.
Yes.
We have the Slumberer's Burden, and I think when we last left, we were talking about getting some community polls up, which we have not done yet, and I blame Duke. But
blame me. Yeah, that's a good idea.
it's
always blame me. I mean,
always
it's on both of us. It's on both of us. But
No,
things got
mostly
in the
you,
way.
Yes.
I got busy. You got sick. The world is weird.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good question. Tempo, as far as Blue Rose goes, I think that there is something rolling around in the hopper, but I don't want to talk about it for fear of ruining it or killing it. So stay tuned. I will tell you, we all want some stuff for Blue Rose. Everybody does. So we are definitely thinking all about that. Okay, so to the Slumberer's Burden we go, and there is. I don't know how much of this Rain. So just tell me if you're like, oh yeah, I knew that. So we talked about. So there are some soft spots in our lore, but you knew about the story as far as the real twist of twists.
I did, yes.
Okay, good, yeah. And I know you knew about that. The fact that and were you with us when Paul blew up her spot?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. Yeah, and
I was there for that.
Yeah, I thought so. And so there's that. And then we've got the we've talked a little bit more about our little shepherds, right? That's what we're calling them. Yeah.
Yep.
And
the shepherds.
This is where we get into a little bit of a soft spot as far as the lore goes. I think that they just come out of the magic and guts of the dragon. There is a notion that they're a mutated group of
People.
humans, and that they get sort of transmogrified. Oopsie doodles. I love that. Transmogrified into these little dragonling looking scaly little creatures. And so that's a kind of a hanging issue that we want to. I think we will maybe throw that to the community as a sort of, which do you like better? Now, there's also Michael in chat wrote a ton of really great questions and sort of interrogations of the idea, and it was sort of a Michael, if are you with us still? Kind of want to get what would you call that thing that you put together? Because it's not a brief, and it's certainly not brief, but it is interesting, and it's got a lot of great questions and stuff. So that's a thing that we want to get into. Duke, what else have we?
Let me
think.
think.
I think I found it actually in the
Oh, yeah.
Slumberer's Burden.
Yes.
Here we go.
Awesome.
On the Green Ronin age-appropriate Discord,
It's
which
the
of course you
Atomic
can find
Assembly.
out there for those of you who haven't joined.
It's now the Atomic Assembly.
Oh goodness! Oh no!
No, it's okay. I mean, it's it's
I
still
did it wrong.
It's A's. It's A's still. But yeah. Ooh, I have a weird idea, says Paul. So when you have lore like that, I always love it being nobody knows for sure. I think it can be that's the third option, right? The third option can be who knows? Maybe you do. But
maybe you know.
What are some pieces of the puzzle that I'm missing as far as updates or traction or progress that we made?
Let me think. I mean, we talked about the like hierarchical structure a bit of the mall, like having people like the upper society living in the upper jaw. Like, is that also a jaw? Is the upper part also a jaw? Are there two jaws? I don't know.
I think there's the jaw, which is just the jaw, and then there's
the
upper the upper plate or palate.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, I trust you because you're a native speaker. I'm not. So
what did you tell me? What did you just say? You're a what?
You're a native speaker.
Okay, it sounded like you said urinator. Like
you're a urinator. You're a urinator. You know these things. What?
They're Dragon Pod people like that.
Dragon Ball people.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, I guess really what we're saying is that we've made zero progress, but have talked about it a ton. So, so welcome back.
Yay!
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about the hierarchical structure and that the ruling class basically lives in the upper part of the mall in the teeth, and that the long incisors, that's the word. Those act basically like a panopticon. That at the tip there's like a round view thing where basically the city guard sits and watches over the city and keeps everything like under, maybe if not under control, at least in view to see what's going on. And those probably are strongly connected to the cult. That basically is keeping everything in check in there. Also, always looking for the how did we call the rebel rousers, the ones who want to wake the dragon? How did we call them? They had a name.
Oh yeah, they're
I got the Google Doc open.
Yeah. Great. I should have it open too, but I've been just engrossed in this conversation. But they're the there's the both organizations. Both cities have their kind of version of what's going on, a mirror kind of like they're the ruling class that just kind of wants to keep the status quo. Then there's people who know the secrets, that they think that they know the secret. And then there's people who really, really know the secret, that think they know the secret. I know that that's something of the awakening for you, Rain, and then for it's the... The cultists. Should we just call them cultists?
Well, the cultists the one. Well, the cultists the one that basically are like, no, there is no dragon. Everything is fine.
Harbingers of the awakening.
Yeah, the awakening want the awakening.
And we got the awakening, and then we got the Kabbalists.
Oh,
the Kabbalists. Right. Yes, that's a word. Yeah. So for the basically the Kabbalists who are more or less accepted as the religion in the city, and the cultists who are their antagonists, even though it's all the same thing. because it's an artificially created opposition of these two forces that are just there to have the people choose one of the sides, and it's fine. We'll control all of this. And then there's the outside party that I call the Pragmatherian.
Yeah, it's a new one. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Those are the people who know that there's a dragon, who are not influenced by the dragon, and who know that that dragon needs to die.
Yeah.
because if that wakes up, horrible things will happen. Yeah,
they are somehow immune to the charm and guile of this slumbering dragon for one reason or another. We haven't really settled on the why of it. It could be because they all have great tinfoil hats, or they eat something that protects them, or something. But they look at these people and they're just like, they are nuts. All of them.
And we figured out that the leader of these people is a former shepherd.
Right. Yeah. So this is where it could be that they are a former shepherd who remains like of the whatever dragonling little something that was created either inside, or it's a human that gets mutated and turned after walking the arterials looking for treasure.
Looking for treasure, and suddenly you touch a uvula and suddenly you're a dragon. I don't know that happened.
You palpate a gland and then suddenly
boom. Scales everywhere.
Everywhere, right. Let's see. There is a great question, and it was not about urinating. It was about I'm just reading backwards. Do they sell sanctuary? Yes, they do. They're a real cult. Do people literally move up in the world, or can you never move beyond your neighborhood? I didn't see it as a caste system, really, as a strict.
I think it's fairly open, because the dragon doesn't care.
Yeah.
As long as you stay there, it's fine for him whatever you do. So I think like a strict caste.
They want you to kill a lot of people because you're future poo. You gotta hang around.
And please
make more.
Be my food.
Be my food. Exactly. Sanctuary much. Funny. They could be descendants of the dragons and are immune to the effects. That could be one. But the idea here too is that when the dragon hit the planet, it created such upheaval, and it really did destroy civilizations, and the people that were left had to find ways to survive. And then they had the novel idea of, let's take it inside or up top. And we were saying that this group of people just didn't get it, or didn't get into that. They could be for many, many reasons. So it's sort of like they saw this happening, they see the cities being built, and then they see them flourish. And then over the decades or whatever, however long it's taking for this dragon to do their thing, that, they continue to just say, those nutbags hanging out in and on this dragon, there's something wrong. And so they have an immunity for some reason. Now, could they have built it up because of the dragon? I don't know. What I would love to see that third party be is a reminder, or at least a glimpse into what civilization was like before the cataclysm.
Yeah, definitely.
Give a real, because I see it. We could make it that they were just an incredibly advanced society, and there was lots of good things happening. They were in the sweet spot, and then this sort of devastated their cultures. And it'd be interesting to kind of play around with that, I think, and maybe even we could do some interesting flashback adventures. We could do some timey-wimey stuff, or having to get clues about the culture through, elders and, all that kind of good stuff. We had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I'm sure there are like ancient stories or fairy tales from before the dragon fell, and like stories about how the dragon actually fell onto the planet and how the devastation came. Like there's a bunch of outside lore about all of this happening that the people inside are obviously not aware of because they're gleefully ignoring all that.
That's right. Yeah, pretty much. But, under duress. I mean, they're being bamboozled, but they're
it's a constant bamboozle.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. And Stormer asks, I wonder if the dragon's endocrine system is what's influencing folks. That would make a mechanical sense why some might be resistant to it, chemical imbalances and whatnot. Yeah,
like pheromones.
We kind of exactly. I mean, I think that I could imagine this being a mix of magic and pheromones and
magical dragon pheromones.
That is sounding like a blood magic situation to me.
Kind of, right?
Ingest the dragon's blood or something, and it changes you.
Well, when we have talked about the ceremonies, the big events and things that with the big drum and all of that, that's sort of designed to siphon off the energy and to continue to keep the, unknowing to some, to keep the dragon asleep.
Yeah.
Unknowing to others that they're really just farming their own, their own narcotic. But yeah, I think that we could also, it would be very interesting to see if there weren't different kinds of control for different moments or different places, right? Like that there be some endocrine kind of, DNA related, white blood cells attacking kind of thing enter into the body, that kind of classic we're shrunk and we're fighting these antibodies and all this stuff that goes on in the body. That could be a lot of fun.
And
I like that.
And then also the magic of the dragon, just the conscious magic.
Yeah. And I think there's even if we didn't come up with like a specific reason why some are immune, I think it's totally valid to just have people who are immune to this kind of thing just because, without a specific reason for it. It's like if you go for it, are you watching Pluribus? It's a current show on Apple TV. It's about a pluribus. It's about a basically a virus that affects the planet, but there are 12 people who are not affected about it.
I just caught some shorts on it, and then when the people who aren't affected by this thing that they haven't really talked about, that's not alien based or whatever, but that if they yell at them, then the people kind of die.
They at least get like there's a high without spoiling too much of things. It's the first 15 minutes of the show, so you know we're not spoiling too much. Everyone on Earth joins an alien hive mind, and is like everybody is all persons at once, except for Carol, who's the main character, because she's immune to this thing. And so the world is on fire. Everything is horrible for a while because the changing causes a lot of people dying. And then they're all happy and all together. And we're in this kumbaya hive mind thing. And we want you to join. Please join us. We need you to join us. And it's very creepy and but also funny at the same time. And they
do a really good job of walking that creepy and funny line. They'll bring her anything. They just want to make her happy. They just want to make you happy. She said the only thing that would make me happy is a grenade. They brought her up.
Exactly. And then she gets a grenade and shenanigans ensue. But going off from that, I think it's valid to have just people be immune to that.
Yes.
Also, lore-wise, I think if depending on what kind of story or adventure arc we want to go for these things, I think it's important for the Maw and also for Etheria, I think was the name Ren had for the rich city.
Etheria, yes.
Right?
We're gonna workshop that one because there's a lot of Etherias out there in the world. But
we'll figure that out. But I think it would be important that there are very odd habits or cultural things happening in these cities, like when the shepherds look up and do their noise, and when the drums go, when the people just have a cultural thing going that for anyone outside would clock as absolute cult bullshit. But for them, it's completely normal because that's their life. So that you have either the characters who live in this, and for them it's completely normal, but the players would recognize this as, this seems weird. Or you have the players being people from the outside who definitely clock this as, what's going on here? Everything is nice, but twice a day, these people are doing things that are super eerie and strange and like cosmic horror-y, and we don't know what's going on. I think that would be important to have in there.
I agree 100%.
Okay, good.
No, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked by someone being obnoxious, and I will punish them later. But
okay.
Yeah. I dig that. You know, it's interesting too, the notion of these people that have that immunity or whatever. There could just be just these cultural moments of the people who go a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They start talking about things that, you know, and they're not dispatched, like they don't just kind of throw them into a stomach or something. But I could see this sort of like they could be sedated and just taken care of and just made comfortable. And, you know, I can see the heralds working overtime to, again, they don't want to hurt them. They don't want them to be, you know, killed, but they do want them to be quiet because.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the shepherds have ways finding these people and reintegrating them into the community.
That's right. You know, maybe a little slower and maybe a little less talkative than they were before, but
it's a little bit of, you know, magical lobotomy or something.
That's right.
Weird and bad going on there.
Endocrine-based reaction for sure. But let's see here. Okay, how very dare you, Shadowcat? You take that back. We are not going to take my battle map that is turned into a setting, that is turned into a world, and then take it to, you know, do a science fiction and a science fan or a fantasy one.
You know, by the end of this, Troy, we're gonna have a lot of battle maps for you, I think.
That's right. I'm gonna have more battle maps than certainly not more battle maps than we have ideas for settings. Let me say that.
I'm pretty sure all of this will turn into sci-fi when we find out who drove the dragon there to crash on the planet, and then we come with the spaceships and stuff. So
there we go. Okay. All right. So I kind of like that. The talking crazy part, the Mushroom Festival.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what that is, but I see. So you're saying they're taken to the Mushroom Festival to stop being crazy because they take the mushrooms and then they're suddenly, as if by magic.
I think maybe it's that they eat the wrong mushroom or
the
right mushroom.
They exactly to facilitate being more open to the control. You know, it's.
I like that a lot. Hold on one second.
And now we all partake of the big glowing mushroom, you know? And everyone's like, yes, take off the mushroom.
I love that. Okay, so with that being said, here's some things. We're about 8 minutes over time. But we started it's fine. But I do have there's things I must do between this and then, and one of them is more urgent than the other. So, but I wanted to say, okay, so we've got to get polls out. I want to get that information in front of folks, and I want us to absorb Michael and chat stuff. Maybe have him on the stream and talk about what he's got in there, so we can incorporate that into it. And so we'll do that in the new year. And I'll work with Michael in chat to find a time that works best for him. And then, and then I think we got to start, like, I don't know what's next. Like, do we start making maps? Do we build out the world? Do we tell some stories? Do we create some adventures? Do we like what comes first, the chicken or the chicken, plucker?
I mean, I guess we'll figure the polls out first, then the
Maybe
reaction to the polls.
Yeah,
have
no,
to
but
pass
I'm
the
saying,
poll.
like, what is the next big step in all this? Is it in the design process? Is it like, what do you start with maps and fill in the world? We've really started with the world. Well, we did kind of have a mental map, and it was a big dragon butt. But like, what's the?
I mean, if we have like the growth of our world building in down, at least in the way that we know what's going on,
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting to think about an initial adventure that takes place there, and that kind of guides us to upcoming maps.
Okay, I like that. That makes sense to me. I think so. Then we probably want to think about the occasion of the ventures coming upon this. In which way are they entering? In which way are they? And then we can kind of
start. Exactly. Are they already part of the thing and are awakened by outsiders, or are they outsiders coming to the dragon, or whatever is going on? Or are they maybe under the control at first and are slowly shedding the control and realizing things are going on that shouldn't be going on? There's a lot of angles to go from, I think.
Absolutely there is. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, well, so that I feel like we've got a little bit more of a grasp of kind of what's next, and we will create the polls. And Michael and chat, you and I need to connect to talk about your stuff. Paul Rua, you said you wrote something up. I want to talk to you about some stuff. It could be a really, really fun time for us to tap into the community creativity and start to fill in some of these grayer spaces with, we could talk about some homebrew elements and kind of, have some fun there. And at some point, we're going to get to a map.
Eventually, there will be a map. I hope so, because that would be very weird if there weren't.
Yeah.
Should definitely make maps of maybe the two big cities.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. And so what I'll do is I'll start researching some cities that in my mind are on par as far as size goes and in the fantasy space, and sort of see what they look like map wise and how other folks did that. We will, Stromer. Are you a map maker? Are you a map creator?
A cartographer, as it were.
Thank you. I knew there was a word for it, and it was not coming to me.
An apologist.
Perfect. Thank you.
I like an
apologist. Yeah, I like that. But yeah. And so if there are cartographers out there, so one of the genesis of this endeavor was that I just wanted to play around with some maps, and so I wanted to kind of play and map out some stuff. And I think that we got there. We're getting there. And so maybe we do an episode of ThursdAGE where we just map. We just make some maps. We work with a cartographer who knows their stuff, and we cartographate all over the place.
Yes, that's probably a verb.
Sounds good. Stormer, that is you and me both. And so why not? Why not map? Or cartog, as it were, as the professionals say. Friends, thank you so much for hanging out. Ren, thank you so much for joining in the midst of baby magic, and I really appreciate it, and good to hear us as always. And we'll continue to kind of move forward on this. We're going to get those poll things up very, very soon. Michael in chat's going to give me some information. He's going to put all of his thoughts together, and then we will talk about that on the next ThursdAGE. But I want to say this. What a great year this has been. All the ups and all the downs and all the weird stuff, all the kidney stones, all the whatever. One thing has remained the same, and that is that the Green Ronin TTRPG community is just phenomenal. Lovely, lovely human beings who love the products, but can tolerate the team, which I really do appreciate. And we've been doing this little ThursdAGE way back since pandemic times, and it's growing and changing, and I really appreciate the folks that have been so very generous with their time to sit and hang out with as I blather on. Of course, you two have been great contributors to what we're doing here. From the outset. And I want to say to everybody, thank you for that. It's been absolutely wonderful. And I really look forward to seeing what the new year brings and, how we can kind of look at ThursdAGE and evolve it in new and fun and hopefully valuable directions. And I look forward to that. And I look forward to doing that with the community. I also want to encourage folks to make sure that you stop by the Atomic Think Tank. That's atomicthinktank.com. It's our community hub. That's where we host things like Getting Tanked with Troy, where we all sit around and do shots until we pass out. No, I'm just kidding. We don't do that. It's hard to pin it down. It's always wonderful. I will say that. It's a great group. Folks come in and they share, and there's just a lot of great stuff going on. And you're welcome to come. That's tonight in just about 45 minutes, I think. And it's a blast. It's essentially a Zoom call, and you drop in. You don't have to turn your camera on. You don't even have to talk. I mean, unless you're weird. If you're there to haunt me or something, then might have a question or two for you.
Just hovering there, making weird noises and nothing else.
I know, it's like a regular Devious or something. I'm just kidding, Devious. But so do stop by if you can. This will be the last show of this particular year, and boy, what a year it has been. But and the last time you'll hear this theme song, I think we know which one we like. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to pick up your holiday magic and your gift card in the Green Ronin online store.
All of the things. Yeah,
you don't want free money.
Grab it, and then grab the Expanse, and that's also all the other things that we have.
How many things to grab? The grabbing hands. Hey, friends. Again, have a wonderful holiday season. A phenomenal new year. We will see you when we return in January, and then we'll have some more good stuff to talk about. My best to you, and thank you to my two lovely co-hosts for hanging out with me towards the latter part of our year, and it's been a blast. We'll continue
always. It's so much fun. It was a great. In this case, it was a great year. Have a great holidays and good New Year stuff and everything. See you soon.